situation happening here. It's 6:30 and we're taking off for Oregon, Brookings. Let's go. Hi, hello, and welcome back. If you're just tuning in and didn't catch the last episode, my friends and I are making our way up along the coast to Shelton, Washington. We rolled into Santa Cruz yesterday and now are off to Brookings, Oregon for some well-deserved R&R. It looks like we're not getting any different weather this morning than what we rode into, and I have a feeling this is going to be the theme of the trip: cold, wet, and sketchy visibility. But that's life on the road for you, and so we keep moving forward until you've reached beyond what you're comfortable with. So a slow start this morning. We hit some thick fog, but after we moved out of Santa Cruz, the sun came out, and now we're filling up with coffee.
I fell down over a railroad track.
B laid her bike down, but she's okay. We're alive. We're alive. It happens, y'all. Dropping your bike is a thing, but you know what? Dust yourself up and keep on moving. Cheers. That's right, y'all. If you dropped your bike and you're physically okay, then we're all okay. It's wild that there are actually some people out there who pride themselves for never dropping their bike. My question is to them, are you even really riding then? Alright, well, we've made our way to San Francisco, and look at this. Sunny and blue skies. That's exactly what we needed to switch the vibes up this morning. But it ends up being a little short-lived because as we're getting close to crossing the Golden Gate Bridge, I go to shift gears, but I feel no shifter there. I look down, and it's hanging below my primary. If you guys aren't aware, the stock shifter linkage for Dynas are notorious for falling apart at some point, and believe it or not, this has been the second time it's happened while on a trip. Learn from me, y'all. If you still have your stock one on, I would highly recommend you change it stat. And I promise you all that once I get home, it's changing for the good. I think this is gonna do. Ash, let's get a zoom in until we get to our next stop. Hopefully it doesn't burn off. There she is. And so, a few handy-dandy zip ties later, we get the show back on the road. We're about to cross the Golden Gate Bridge, and I can't even tell you how excited I am to be doing this and be able to check it off my bucket list. Y'all, I really think it's rare that the bridge is clear like this, and I truly believe the moto gods intentionally blessed us with this amazing view. And so, our adventure continues on, and we're still going strong. We're currently passing through the beautiful lush scenery of Humboldt County and making our way to the Oregon border. One of my favorite parts of this leg of the trip is ripping through the magical roads of the Redwood Highway. About 175 miles of continuous forest and some of the tallest redwood trees I've ever seen. If you haven't been through it, you gotta put it on that list as it's an absolute must. Seriously, wow. You are constantly in awe with views like this. And right now, in this moment, I'm living and loving life. And here we are, the Oregon border, baby, to close out the end of day 2. It's been one heck of a day, and we're all so stoked to finally wind down, relax, and enjoy the next 24 hours of quality time in this cute little town. Beautiful. So beautiful. We're about to go grab some grub, so I'll BRB.
So I missed the whole part though with the passing lane.
You guys, I am so bummed I didn't capture this moment on video. It's one of those you had to be there to believe it kind of moment, and telling the story doesn't really give it any justice. But we had a real life Kevin situation. If you don't know what that means, give it a Google. But this happened during our epic ride through the magical Redwood Highway, and here is B and myself talking about it.
I think because I was focused on the trees, but all right. So I'm leading us through the Redwoods Highway, and the speed limit is like 45 miles an hour, and I think I'm going 50. It's like windy. And so comes a point where there's like a passing lane, but because I was going the speed limit, or maybe even 5 over, I didn't go into the slow lane, so we stayed in the fast lane, I guess.
Yeah.
And apparently this car passed us aggressively and flipped us off, which I missed probably because we were surrounded by gorgeous trees, and that's what I was looking at.
Right.
But then we come along and we end up at a construction stop where, they hold off, traffic coming one way so they can let the traffic come through the other way. So we're at a stop, and we stop behind this car, and apparently Abs pulled up, stopped way too close to the car. Apparently this man gets out of the back seat of the car, which was so odd. Mind you, this man is wearing red suspenders.
I missed
straight up dressed like a clown, which just added to the wackiness of it all. Our bikes are so loud. I mean, I couldn't even hear what he was saying. Yeah. I could kind of just make out like his lips moving, like what he was saying. But he basically was like, "You are way too close to my car." And then what else did he say? Because I can't remember.
He said there should be a distance from a car to another car, and that I'm too close. And he literally was like almost threatening to pull out his phone and record me.
Oh yeah, he had his phone out. You're way too close. Okay, to set the scene, we're literally in a canopy of redwood trees. It's absolutely beautiful. And we're all just so confused. Like, what? This man was so angry.
Do you not see where you're at right now? Look around you. Like, how could you be this angry? Like, you need a vacation. And he just huffed and puffed and went right back to the back of the car.
Mm-hmm.
I was just mind blown. I've never experienced, I mean, in LA, that's a different story, but surrounded by all the greenery, all the beauty that, Mother Nature has to provide. Yet he's screaming, saying that I'm too close to a car, me, on a bike.
As
I
if
don't
you're
know
gonna...
what. I don't.
What does he think is gonna happen?
I don't know. Exactly.
That's just people looking for a reason to yell at somebody, which is just sad.
I never thought I'd ever experience, a real life Kevin.
That was so wild. But you know what? It was just a good reminder to not let little stupid things like that get you so angry.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, no, it is crazy.
That is a waste of energy.
We are in Brookings, Oregon. We checked into our little cabin along the river yesterday evening. Today is overcast and breezy, but we're about to grab some lunch in our PJs. Because it's just about 5-minute trek from the campground.
Hungry.
Our bodies are hurting and this is our rest day, so hopefully we have a bit of a recharge from the day and ready to rip back on the road tomorrow. Day 3 down and 2 more to go. If you enjoyed what you watched and want to continue to support my adventures, throw a thumbs up on my videos, subscribe, and comment below. Be sure to check back in because in the next episode, we head to our last stop before Dreamroll, try some questionable wild blackberries, and hit a bit of rainfall. Thanks for watching.